But I'm here. Had a little bit of technical difficulties and some other stuff going on, and I'm eating late tonight, but it's really a light dinner. Let me put this thing down a little bit more. So tonight we're having a healthy version of pizza, which is the chicken BLT pizza. I already have a video up on this one. It's an older video. I'm thinking about redoing it. So yeah, I'm gonna hold it up so y'all can see. And it's basically, happy Sunday. Hey, it's basically like a pizza crust, and you take French onion or ranch dressing, or French onion dip. You can use dip or you can use like ranch dressing, but I use the French onion dip. You use romaine lettuce, grilled chicken, bacon, Parmesan cheese, lettuce, and tomatoes. Now, if you don't eat pork, you can use turkey bacon, or you could just leave the bacon off. You can also use shrimp, steak, and chicken for this pizza if you want to. I already have a video up. So y'all, today was a little stressful. Thank you, honey. I got a reply about the video, the cake. So, and the young lady was very nice. And like I told y'all, I'm not afraid of constructive criticism. And she was really nice and sweet when she contacted me about the strawberry shortcake video. Where in the video, I used 2 eggs instead of 3. And when I wrote the recipe out, I must have put 3 in, but I used 2. I went back, looked at the video, and corrected it. She brought it to my attention. So when she brought it to my attention, I went back and I looked, and I was like, okay, it was 2 eggs, and then I corrected it, and then I got back with her. So when she made the cake, it didn't stay together well. And I realized this young lady lives, she said that it may be altitude, and when I thought about it, I think she lives in Michigan. So what I'm going to do on the strawberry shortcake video, because you can use 3 eggs, but I used 2 in the video because that's just how I did the recipe when I did it the first couple times. One time I used 2, one time I used 3. And it just was a little more moist with the 2 eggs. So if you are unsure about the cake video, in that instant cake, just go ahead and use 3 eggs. I had to go back and test it out. That's another reason why I'm a little behind. And then I had to go to Walmart. So for the strawberry shortcake video, use 3 eggs. And I'm going to go back in and change the recipe and notate it on the video. See, there she go. Every time I get on live, they call y'all. It never fails. How you doing? So I'm gonna notate that in the recipe to use 3 eggs instead of 2, because altitude does play a big part in some recipes. Some recipes are pretty solid, like the pound cakes, because of the sugar and the butter content. And that's another reason why I be really iffy about putting box cakes on the channel and cakes that are altered like that from box to homemade, because depending on where you live, the cakes can do different things, because certain foods have different sodium levels than other foods, depending on where it's been sold at. Like the way your flour you get in the South will be totally different than the flour you would get in the Midwest, because it's an altitude issue. So you have to be careful with that. So just if you're going to decide to make the strawberry crumble cake, use 3 eggs instead of 2. So let's say grace and let's get to eating, because I'm so hungry. Thank you. Amen. So yeah, like if you guys make I'm really glad that she contacted me, because I didn't even think about the people who live out like in the North or in the Midwest. So if you ever do a recipe and something doesn't come out right, please let me know, because I don't believe in putting recipes up that don't work. I won't do that. So I was just kind of frustrated with myself. But she said the cake tasted good. It just, everything else went good. It just kind of like broke apart. But baking is science. Even when you start playing with box cakes mix, it's all science, y'all. It's all science. But I think everything was fine. So I'm going to put it in the box, the description box, to change it to 3 eggs and let them know. I know I used 2 in the video, but for safety purposes, use 3. So yeah. But this is my dinner. I don't know if I'm going to eat it all. But it's just basic. It's like a salad on top of a pizza. It is so good. It's so good. And it's really light. And I just use grape tomatoes. Y'all, this ring light is a lifesaver. I really am enjoying it. So I'm going to be up late tonight because I want to get the makeup video done. And I'm going to be rearranging my space. So, because this week I got a lot going on. I got a lot going on this week. So as you guys know, I have a food demo. That is coming up on the 15th. So I'm trying to get ready for that. Well, you want pizza, but you can't have it, so you have to do a healthy alternative. It's actually really good. You just basically bake the pizza crust until it's done. I'm sorry for coming on late, y'all. I was trying to see what was going on with that recipe. Like when y'all send me something and I can see that it's urgent, I try to get back to y'all as soon as possible. I don't like to leave y'all hanging. And I never want to put up a recipe that's going to cause people to waste their money. Hey, Eric. Good evening. Sorry I'm so late. Another thing. It is really good. It's really light. It's just the chicken BLT pizza. And yeah, I found this recipe in a magazine when I was like 21. And that's how long I've been making it. So it's been over 10 years. But I'm sorry, y'all. My mind everywhere tonight. The good news is, y'all, we made it to 3,000. Well, a little over 3,000. And it happened today. And I'm just super, super excited. It was at one point in this channel, I didn't even know if I was going to make it to 1,000. So the fact that we made it, not me, we, thank you, honey, that we made it to 3,000 and that y'all been sticking in here with me. It really makes me happy. So, I'm getting ready for the 5,000 mark. And we're going to do another giveaway for the 5,000 mark. I haven't decided if I'm going to do 2 small giveaways or 1 big one. But I am going to start looking at stuff for a giveaway when we get to 5,000. Because going from 1,000 subscribers to 2,000 was like, wow, that happened really quick. But then to gain another 1,000, that happened really quick. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful. I know I seem kind of dry tonight, y'all. I just got a lot on my mind. I'm trying to refocus some stuff. As y'all know, I told y'all I'm working on a project. And it's basically... Yes, God has really been blessing me. And I'm really grateful because y'all know this year started off rough, running back and forth. Hey, honey. Have a good night. Y'all know, running back and forth after the holidays. Bless you and love you too, honey. You know, the beginning of the year started off a little rocky. Going in the beginning of the year with my aunt, and that just really threw me for a loop. And y'all know I'm in therapy because she a little crazy. But that's besides the point. I'm working on a cookbook, and it's going to be a cookbook on pound cakes. I've researched, I've looked around. I don't see a specific cookbook just geared towards pound cakes. It's going to be a small cookbook. It's going to have about 20 pound cakes in it. And I've already picked the 20 pound cakes. And I'm playing with some of the recipes. Some of them I haven't made. Some of them I have made. So the ones I haven't made, I'm playing with the ones that I've already made. They're already a part of the book. And I'm thinking probably around November, everything should be through. But I am going to sell it here on YouTube. And I don't know if I'm going to, try to get it on like any other websites or anything. But I am going to be putting this together for you guys for the holidays. And it's just going to be 20... You know, the top 20, my top 20 favorite pound cakes. Some of them I've tasted, but I've never made. I think it's about 4 on there that I've never made. But the rest of them, she done made and ate. So, I'm just, you know, going through, rewriting the recipes, making sure that the measurements are right. The calculations are right. Hey, honey. So that when it is put out, it's a sound product, because I've seen some people put cookbooks out and the measurements be off and it just don't be right. And it's usually the first time error when you first do a cookbook. But I actually know how to write recipes. That's one of the things you learn in culinary school. Or if you've just been cooking for a long time, you know what ingredients go what and how much of what you need. So, yeah, I'm really trying to focus on that, y'all. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of mental work because you want to make sure, and it's a lot of time. And it is going to take a little bit of money because there are going to be times I'm going to have to remake the cakes and play with the measurements till I can get it perfect, like that 7-pound cake or the lemon pound cake. So it's going to take time, but I'm really excited about it. And I'm going to venture out and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And if y'all see a whole bunch of pound cake videos, then y'all will know why. So we're on that journey now. And I want y'all to come along with me. I'm looking at... Yes, you can have a bite. I'm going to take a bite for you. Now, this chicken BLT pizza is up on the channel. It's an old video, so you're going to have to go back all the way down the archives to when I was living in Kansas. Right up back when I end this live. Oh, thank you, honey. I know y'all got my back. But, I want to do it really easy. I want to make it. My thing with cookbooks is that a lot of time when you read recipes, for some people, reading a recipe is a lot different than picking up a book and reading a book. Because it's the way that they word things. And then some people get turned off when they say cookbooks and they don't have any pictures. Because they want to see what the end product should look like. Most people can't concept something if they don't see it. Okay. So, that's why I want to do it really nice, because for each cake, there's going to be a picture. It's going to be, I'm going to keep the measurements and the instructions very basic. And my reason for doing that is so that it is kid friendly too. So that it's not so hard to follow and it'll be easy to remember. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that right? So, that's one of the things that I'm trying to work out. And I tried to film today, y'all. I was so tired. So, in the morning, after my workout and my shower, I'm going to film. I think I'm going to do just, I wanted to do the big banana muffins, but I think I'm going to do banana bread. I haven't decided. I have both of the recipes. I pulled them. So, I have everything for both of them. So, I haven't decided if it's going to be banana bread or banana muffins. Matter of fact, I tell y'all what. If you want to see banana bread. Okay. So I thought it was me, y'all. So hold on. So that you can't stop all the creepos. And y'all, Whoever I blocked last night, thumbs down the video. Yeah, some people just, you know, they say whatever they feel like they want to, but they ain't gonna stop my shine. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. People have called me worse for much less. Hey. Or more, okay? But, yeah, I'm really excited about it. And I hope you guys are, I'll let y'all know when a pound cake comes up that is going to be in the cookbook. I'll let y'all know. That's what I'll do. Some of them are not going to make it on the channel. But I'll definitely will let y'all know when I'm putting it. When it's almost ready. Because each cake I'm going to... After I make the cake, I'm going to take a picture of it. And kind of like stage it for the cookbook. So... I'm also going to be ordering another camera lens. Well, thank you, honey. But it'll be out before Thanksgiving. That's what I'm hoping and praying for. But if not, it'll definitely be out before Christmas because I want to put it together the right way. Because it's my name. And I just don't want to throw something out there. And I do think that any cookbook that I put out is going to be on a specific dish. You know, the next one might be cakes, like regular cakes. I also thought about doing one that has like poultry dishes, a pasta one. It'll have 20 recipes that are related into the same issue. Because I don't really see it being cost effective. And I have to look at when you're putting out a cookbook or you're doing something like that, you're paying for the printing. I'm not having, I don't know if it's going to be published. So I'm not, I'm going to try to self-publish. If somebody comes along and wants to help me publish it and they're not trying to take the rights, that's fine. But I just want to do it the right way. So that's what's been on my mind today too. Because I started the process. I started putting the list together last month. And the recipes that are already sound are already put to the side. I just have to remake those cakes. And take pictures of them. And then find a way to get rid of the cakes. Because y'all know I can't eat all the cake. I'm working on rebuilding and recalculating and playing with the other pound cakes. My goal is to do 3 pound cakes a month, to play around with the recipes, recalculate them, see what I like. I have 2 friends in different places that are going to also be trying the recipes out to see what's the effects. I have a friend in Europe that's going to be trying the cakes to see how it translates with the European flour and stuff, because sometimes like flour is not universal. And different flour is milled different ways. So I'm going to definitely have different people doing the cakes to see how they turn out. Hey, Diva. I think that was a commercial that was on last night. One of those infomercials. But no, honey, you ain't late. I was late tonight. But but yeah, so I'm definitely getting it together. And I'm just, you know, it's a lot going on. 2018, I feel like it's going to be. Oh, thank you, honey. I'm glad you like the channel. But yeah, 2018 is gonna be a good year. Um, I think any progress is good progress, whether it's slow or fast. Um, I'm still learning YouTube. November will be 3 years. November just made 2 years since I posted my first video. So, it's a learning process. And like I tell people all the time, some people say, well, you didn't make no money. You just now, your subscription base is starting to grow. And I tell them, like, if I was doing it for the money, then I would have gave up a long time ago. I honestly would have. If I was doing it for the money and I didn't see the long term versus the short term, then I would have gave up on YouTube a long time ago, because I've always been very honest with y'all. Like, YouTube don't pay no bills. And I got one check. No, I got 2 checks last year. And that's it. And that first check I got was in October. And then I clipped one. I clipped one in November. Yeah, I did in December. I clipped another one. So, yeah, October, I think. October and in December. So, I definitely have not been on here for the money. No, I think it's 3 checks. I think I got 3 checks. One was $100.10. One was like $150, something like that, and the other one was like $180. Thank you, honey, because you can always put a little more prayer on anything and it'll work out. But as far as what I've invested into the channel, y'all, I take every, amen to that. I take every extra dime that I get, that I save, and that I make from the cakes I do sell. Hey, honey. But yeah, every extra dime that I make, it goes back into this channel. And now, even with the money that I have been getting, it's been going back into the channel. The ring light, the pieces for the ring light. I even bought a ring light for the phone, so that when I record with the phone and I go out, because I do plan on doing some blogging in restaurants and stuff. So I had to buy a ring light for the phone. Everything goes back into the channel that is made. And that's what it's designed for. I always wanted to get my channel to a point to where it could financially carry itself. Because YouTube is my thing. It's not my husband's thing. It's not my family's thing. It's not my friend's thing. It's my thing. So I'm lucky that he's been supportive of it. And he's been very supportive of it. My first set of lights, my husband bought for me. My camera, the camera that I've been using, he went out and bought that for me. The tablet that I use when I'm in the kitchen, he bought that for me. So, when I'm running short on my ingredients that are not a part of the household grocery, but he, makes sure that I'm able to do those type of things. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, y'all, hit the like button. But yeah, it's definitely been an adjustment, because y'all know she like to shop. So there are a lot of times where I forgo things just so that I can do the videos. And I'm not complaining at all, because those are the sacrifices I made towards my own future long term. Thank you. Oh, I see we coming up. Thank y'all. It's my jam. Okay. But yeah, I'm just, sometimes it catches me off guard. Like, how things have happened in just the last couple months here. The community of people who come to the channel, the views on the videos, the comments, the interactions, like that to me is what makes me want to keep doing it. Because y'all know I don't have a lot of real life friends. I got a few. I can count them on one hand. But I feel like some of y'all I know. You know. Yeah, Eric, y'all got my back. You and Redbird, y'all be on here. And I can't even see your name. But yeah, y'all all be having my back. Like it's just, you know, I had some people, and I'm not gonna lie, it's some people that I started out here on YouTube with, who we did, and Jones. Yeah, y'all all be having my back. Thanks, Eric. That I started. For the 9. Okay, thanks, honey. Thanks. Y'all do be having my back. Like, y'all be coming through. You know, and that's what makes me want to, that's what keeps pushing me, you know, to come up with ideas, to figure out ways to make the videos better. Y'all, it's just the little things that, that y'all, like the comments that keep me coming back, honey. You know, because I know that I'm doing something right. And I know, as strange as this, in Rocky Mountain, is that in North Carolina? Rocky Mountain, North Carolina? Denver. Oh. Honey, I like Denver. Colorado, especially. Yeah, Denver is really nice. If y'all ever get a chance to go, especially when it ain't snowing too bad, then definitely go. It's a nice place to vacation. The people are nice. They have some of the nicest fast food workers in the world. Everybody's happy. And the weather is really nice too in the summertime. It's not like the heat that you get that slap you in your face. But Colorado is really nice. Y'all definitely need to go to Colorado if y'all get a chance. Yeah, I know they got one in Georgia. I know they got one, and she put the area code 303. Hey, rip your area code. But yeah, it's just been a lot, y'all. But I'm hanging in there. My sister had to take my baby to the hospital last night. Yeah, she don't understand. If she would just get online, she'll see. Yeah, I'm telling you, Colorado is nice, man. It's nice. The food is good. The food scene, don't sleep on. They got a lot of nice fusion type restaurants. And it's just really nice. It's a lot to do. Y'all, yesterday was a good day. Today was a little slow, but yesterday was a good day. I'm still super hyped. I'm still super hyped that I got to talk to Soulful Tea. Y'all, that really made my day. I don't, cause I be trying to get through, and then sometimes I be like, I ain't gonna call, cause y'all know I'm real weird about commenting on larger YouTuber channels. It was awesome. She was so sweet. Like, I had to go back and watch it to hear myself, because, y'all, I was like a scattered cat. Like, my brain was so frazzled. Like, when she picked up the phone, she was like, I was like, ah! And I was just talking so fast. Oh, my God. And, you know, some of her subscribers did come over and show some support for the channel. And I just want to say thank y'all. But y'all know, you know, if y'all look back at the video when I talk about YouTube, I talked about her and Auntie Fee. And y'all, that just meant so much to me. It really did. Like, hopefully she watched my videos. Hey, Soulful Tea. How you doing? But, yeah, it was on the sofa yesterday that I called in. Yeah, I was so blown, y'all. So I went back on the video and I told her thank you, because, you know, she didn't have to let me shout my channel out, and she didn't have to tell people to go check out the channel. And yeah, you know, I like seeing things. I like seeing other YouTubers cook. I love seeing them cook, especially. Yeah. And y'all know sometimes, like, I don't know, I love seeing these women carve out their niche in the world. You know, Soulful Tea and Auntie Fee, they got in where they fit in. And they made it work for them. They made that shit work. Like, they out here finessing it, you know, like, boom, they here. And I can respect that. I can respect that. There is never any hate. There can never be any competition. You know, them ladies did they, like, Auntie Fee did her thing while she was here. And Soulful Tea, she definitely doing her thing. You know, I think sometimes, like, I be on her videos watching them, and I get so mad when I read the comments, y'all. I get hella pissed. And I be like, why they just leave her the hell alone? Like, I feel like they're attacking my mama. And I don't even know her, but I feel like a lot of times people are really mean to her in the comment section. But she say it don't bother her no more, because it damn sure don't bother me. Okay. You ain't paying my bills. You ain't cashing my paycheck. You watching my video, honey. So I'm not mad. But yeah, R.I.P. to Auntie Fee. Yeah, I cried when I found out she died. I really did. I was so hurt. Because I was like, ooh, I used to tell my husband, I said, ooh, y'all, I can't wait to meet her. And then one time we was coming through Georgia, and I had got on YouTube, and I realized that her ass was in Georgia. And I said, man, I was like, I couldn't believe it. But I think she had been there. We were there at the same time, but, you know, it wasn't publicized nowhere. So, yeah, y'all. That lady, you know, she really, you know, if it weren't for her, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for watching Soulful Tea. Y'all, I can tell y'all the first video of Soulful Tea I watched. Hi, how you doing? The first video I watched of Soulful Tea, she cooked a whole damn meal. I'm talking about, she had collard greens, she had macaroni and cheese. She cooked a whole meal. It ain't in the house that she in now. And that's how far I've been watching her video. And yeah, that was the first video of hers, the first one I watched. And I really enjoyed it. Hey, so y'all coming on in? Hey. Hey, Michael. Did I say it right? Dion. But yeah, so it was just, oh man, you know, you sit back and you look at people on YouTube and you don't even think, Okay, honey. But yeah, that she was just in her own kitchen. Well, honey, everybody, yeah, I do understand. People got lives. They can't just surf YouTube all day. Y'all got to live too. Y'all got to go out there, as Young Roll was saying, get those coins. I was talking about Soulful Tea and Auntie Fee. Hey, y'all, welcome. I see some new names on here. How you do? What was for dinner? So we had a chicken BLT pizza. And it's basically like a pizza crust. I put down French onion dip. Well, I let the pizza crust cook first. And while it's still hot, when you pull out the oven, you rub French onion dip on it. You use romaine lettuce. You take some pieces of chicken, you cook it. You can grill it or bake it in the oven. Chicken breast. Then I take some bacon and lettuce, tomatoes, and some Parmesan cheese. And just put it on top. It's a pizza, but it's not a pizza. It's like a salad pizza. But it's really, really good. It's light. It's easy to make. And it's something you can do with the kids. And the video is actually on the channel. It's an old video. Thank y'all for welcoming everybody. Y'all just so sweet. Y'all just so sweet. I just be so happy. I've been so happy these last couple months, y'all. I can't even tell y'all how happy I've been. I feel like I've accomplished something. Hey. I really do. I feel like I've accomplished something. He said the little hand signal. Is your last name White? We might be related. Where you from, White? Jazz, where are you from? Pensacola, Florida. We might be related, bro. I'm from Mobile, right? Minnesota. Mr. White, I'm from Mobile. And my grandmother maiden name is White. You wouldn't happen to be related to any of those whites in Mobile, would you? Yes, I'm from next door. Well, right now, I don't live in Mobile, but I'm from Mobile. I live up at Fort Rucker. I'm in between Enterprise and Ozark and Dolton and all them little small towns. So, yeah. I'm from the Mobile. I'm from down the bay. Yep, down the bay. I'm a down the bay kind of chick. Yep. I grew up in the Oakley district, y'all. But the part of town that I grew up in is called down the bay. But it's the Oakley district. It's the historic district of Mobile. And I grew up in a historic house with my grandparents and all my cousins. Yeah, down the bay. Yeah. I could walk to Mighty Ross from my house. Literally. Hit Savannah and walk up to Broad. Right there at Canal. I could walk up to Government Street. My house was actually off of Government Street and walk right to the parade. That's how close I was to the bay. When I was a bad girl back in the day in high school, a couple weeks ago. Is it Cordova? Do they still have Cordova Mall? Y'all ready for a story time? Okay. has a naval base. And in that area, they have a lot of naval bases and Air Force bases. So, my senior year of high school, you know, oh, you said you got to be invited there. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. I do want to do something in the city in Mobile. Your camera flew by, so I'm going to catch him when he come back up. Okay. So, y'all know they have National Skip Day, right? And all the seniors skip and go to the beach. So me and my friends, our little asses skipped school. So we rode over to Pensacola Beach, honey. I was in 2003, class 2003. And we skipped school, y'all. And we had our bikinis. And our asses was gone. So, okay, so you 07. So, everybody know National Skip Day. People skip and go to the beach. And it ain't really a National Skip Day, but that's what we called it. They had that in Montgomery too. See, I think it's just the Alabama thing. So we went over to the beach. You know what I'm saying? And see, usually I wouldn't get home anyway till about 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. And I had my little, that's when we had them prepaid minutes cell phones. I had a Nokia. And y'all, I skipped school. We went over to the beach. We had a good time. Y'all, we had a good time. We had a good ass time. So, on my way, class of 94, on my way home, we decided we was going to stop by the mall. So, we stopped by the mall. And, y'all, I had been smoking. I ain't going to lie. I was 3 sheets to the wind. I was gone. I had been smoking weed. And I was high. I was real high. So when we was in the mall walking around, right, we ran into some sailors. You know, we was in uniforms. You miss your Nokia phone? We wore uniforms, but that day we changed into like our little hot girl colors. And that's when everybody was wearing Cisco was singing the thong song like the year before. So everybody was showing their little thong, and then they had the jeans that laced all the way up the side. So we were walking around like we was some bad chicks. They would call us thoughts. We were the young thoughts of that time. And y'all, I met this guy in the Navy. That's the first time I had ever seen a grown man that made me say, woo! And we was talking. I gave him my phone number, and I was like, call me after 9 o'clock, because, you know, my phone be free. And, y'all, we went back to Mobile, and I didn't even think nothing about it. So he started calling me. And then he was like, so what you doing? I was like, oh, I'm in school. He was like, so what college you go to? I was like, I'm in high school. He was like, oh, hell no. So I was like 17. And he was like, so when you will be 18? And I was like, you know, yeah, no, that was my junior year we skipped school. My senior year, that was different. Class 03, yeah. So that was my junior year because I was 17. Let me get the years right. It was junior year I skipped. I skipped junior and senior year. But I was like, I'm 17. He was like, well, you said run. So he was like, well, we could be friends, but it can't be nothing more because I ain't trying to go to jail. And I was like, oh, I don't want none of that, you know. So, y'all, I started talking to this guy. Now, remind y'all, I had a whole boyfriend at the high school with me. So I was talking to this dude, and I think he was like 19. He was fresh in the Navy. And he was like 19 or 20. So we started talking. And then, like, on the weekend, he would come over to Mobile. He would meet me at Wendy's. We'll ride around every now and then. He'll buy me a little pair of shoes or something. We hung out for a long time. We was ducking and dodging. So, all of a sudden, I called his phone one day. And a girl answered his phone. I was like, well, I really didn't give a shit, no way. But, because he was my feed me boyfriend. Like, you know, when you in high school, you got a boyfriend who do this, a boyfriend who do that, you know. And he was my, let's go get something to eat and ride around. You know, I was grown then, thinking I was grown. And y'all, this girl answered his phone. And she was like, who is this? And I was like, well, bitch, who are you? I called the phone. I want to speak to such and such. I ain't going to say his name. And she was like, this is old lady. I was like, well, bitch, you ain't the only one. The feed me boyfriend? Yes, he was, honey. And I was like, well, bitch, you ain't the only one. Because my mouth was extra slick, y'all. I was so, yes, see, that's an Alabama thing, y'all. And so, a couple days later, I tried calling him back that night. He didn't call me. So, a couple days later, he was like, he called me. He was like, can we meet up? And I was getting ready to turn 18. And he was like, well, you was underage, and I know you about to turn 18, and I really want to be with you. And I was like, never. So, for my 18th birthday, I told him, we had a little argument, everything. We were still talking because he was still feeding me. And he was buying me little stuff. He had got a little rank, so he had bought me some shoes. I think he had paid for me and my sister to go take some pictures at the mall. And then he gave me some money for my little sister's birthday. I went and bought her a pair of Jordans with his paycheck. Y'all wasn't no joke, okay? I was about that life. You couldn't be in my face, and I wasn't going to give you no ass. You could not be in my face and not feed me. Let me get that last line. So, for my 18th birthday, because my birthday is always around the fam, I'll be at a fast in October. Hey, boo. So, I went to the fair with my homegirls. That's when everybody was wearing the go-go boots. So, I had my little jean skirt on, my go-go boots, and my little shirt with the back out, you know what I'm saying? And me and my homegirls, we was chilling. We was chilling hard. So, we was posted up, walking around the fair. And how about this motherfucker was in the fair looking for me? I told him I didn't want to see him on my birthday. And he was like, oh, I'm going to see you on your birthday. I'm coming to the fair. And I was like, whatever. Because the fair's so damn big. You got to really be looking for somebody. This motherfucker found me at the fair. And when he found me, I was talking to another dude. Y'all, why did he grab me at the fair like he was my old man? Honey, we was about to fight. He grabbed me by my wrist. He dragged me all the way over to about a concession stand. And he was mad as fuck. He was like, we been talking and hanging out, and I told you I wasn't going to try to be with you like that until you turned 18. And on the night you turned 18, we were supposed to be together. Yeah. So, he was like, y'all, you told me we were supposed to be together. You just turned 18 now, and we supposed to be together. I guess we was together in his mind, but he knew I was in high school. And y'all, that dude was so mad at me. And I was like, what about the bleep, bleep, bleep that answered your phone a couple months ago? And I said, how you supposed to be down with me? You know, everybody, that's when Ja Rule and Ashante was down ass chick. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you supposed to be down with me, but you ride and hang with other bitches. They answering your phone. She all up in your barracks. Y'all, I snapped. I slapped the shit out of him at that fair. So then my homegirls rolled up and they was like, let's go, Tay. Let's go, Tay. So we walked around. He stalked me through the whole damn fair. Y'all, that thing was so mad at me. So me and my friends left. I went home. I knew he wasn't going to follow me back to my house because, you know, my granddad popped them shells on that ass. So I went home. And the next day, he was blowing my cell phone up. He was blowing up the house phone. He was blowing up the cell phone. I had AOL instant message. Y'all know this back in the day. He was blowing up my instant message. He lost his mind. And I ain't even slept with him. He was so mad at me. So, I answered the phone for about a week. I think that's what it was. So I was ignoring him. He was like, he left a message on my phone. He was like, you play games. To be so young, you sure know how to play a game. Before 9, like, you know, I ain't finna answer my phone. You know he was mad because, you know, your phone ain't free back then until after 9 o'clock. Y'all, that boy blew that damn phone up. I ended up turning my phone off, and I missed a call from my hangout boo who be like, let's hit the block and walk. You know, I had a boo who would walk around the neighborhood with. He'd take me to the corner store, buy me a Faygo and a bag of chips and some now and laters. Y'all. Yep, after 9 o'clock. So, he blew my phone up. So, he was like, you playing games, and I ain't got time for this. I'm from New York. He was from New York, y'all. He was from, like, Queens or something. Oh, yeah, they don't know the struggle. So, y'all, he was like, I'm from New York. You can't play me like that. I'm going to put my foot in your ass. I was like, whatever. Boy, whatever. You ain't going to do shit. You ain't going to do shit. You ain't going to do shit. Y'all. So, me and my neighborhood boo. Me and my neighborhood boo was walking to the store. He was holding my little hand. Then before 9 o'clock, yeah, so I own one. So, me and my little neighborhood boo was walking around the block holding hand. That motherfucker hit the corner. Oh, my heart dropped. I told him, I said, let my hand go and turn around and walk away. And he was like, I ain't going nowhere. I was like, this a grown ass man, walk away. So they standing, he got out the car in his Timbs. I ain't gonna forget, he had on some Timbs, some black jeans, and a white t-shirt, and a do-rag. And he jumped out that car so goddamn quick on my ass, y'all. I dropped my whole damn drink. I was like, bro, walk away. So they standing out there arguing. I'm like, you need to leave. You gonna get in trouble. You know, you in the Navy. You need to leave. He was like, fuck the Navy. I was like, you belong to me. I was like, bro, whoa, wait a minute. Y'all, that dude scared me so damn bad. Oh, my God. I was so scared. He was like, because I was 18 at the time. So if we would have got into it in Alabama, if y'all fight, both y'all ass go to jail. So he was like, get in the goddamn car. So y'all, I got in the car. And it was a Friday. And I got in the car. I don't know what made me get in that goddamn car, but I got in the car. Y'all, I was so scared. I almost pissed my pants. That motherfucker had a stick. And he was hitting them damn corners so quick. That motherfucker knew the whole neighborhood I lived in. He took the back street and the side street. I think he did love me. And took me to my house. And sat out in front of my house. I was so blowed. That motherfucker took all. He went. Because I lived on Charles Street. He went all the way down Marine Street, which is on the other side. Because my aunt lived on Marine Street down by the interstate. He went past the corner store. Because the corner store was a block around my house. By my house. That motherfucker went all the way down Marine Street. Turned up Virginia Street. Cut back by the graveyard. Hit Texas Street and came back up Charles Street to my house. I was fucking devastated. I said, this nigga know the whole layout of my neighborhood. He gonna kill me. Y'all, I wasn't talking no more shit. So, through my house, my heart sank. He was like, I love you. I care about you. You think I would have stuck around for your little young ass to let you play me? Yeah, I was so scared. He was like, I want to meet your daddy. I was like, you ain't finna meet my pops. Not acting like this, you gonna get shot. He's like, we getting married. We gonna be together. I was like, Y'all, he was so crazy. He was so crazy. So he was like, I know you graduated in May. When you graduate, we getting married. I've been hanging around. I'm in love with you. Yes, he was crazy. I didn't know he was crazy, y'all. He was like, I'm just waiting on you, so that we can get together, and he just went berserk on me. So y'all, I knew that I had to form a plan to get away from this motherfucker. So I was like, okay, it's the weekend. I'm gonna go in the house. You can call me. That motherfucker stayed on the phone. He had a Sprint phone. All the way till he got back to the base in Pensacola, he stayed on the phone the whole time. And he didn't want my cell phone. He wanted me to call him on the house phone. So he was like, I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all, so he came back the next day. And my cousin, I had my cousin, I was like, girl, you got to go with me. Because I didn't want to cause no shit. Because then my granddad, when I was sneaking around, going to Pensacola, because y'all, I was riding all the way over to Pensacola to see him. We were going to the beach. He was my boo. But I didn't understand. Y'all, that mug was crazy. So that Saturday, me and my cousin went with him. And he was so sweet. But my cousin was like, that motherfucker is crazy. She's like, he is crazy about you. She's like, you didn't sleep with him, did it? And I was like, hell no, that's why I know why he's so crazy. Y'all, he was so crazy. So everything was good for about 2 weeks. Then prom came up. And he was like, so who you going to prom with? You ain't going to prom with nobody, is it? And I was like, well, you can't go to prom. So Jordan went all night to get out. Ooh, girl, you playing dangerous. So no, Soul Petite didn't pass. Auntie Fee passed. So I told him I was going to prom and I didn't have a date. And he was like, well, I'll drop you off at prom and pick you up. I said, no, you won't. No, you won't. I said, I want to enjoy my prom. I want to hang out with my friends. So I rode with my friends. We went to prom. We went to Walmart that night after prom. We went to eat at Denny's after the prom. I got home like at 1 o'clock. 1:15, my cell phone ringing. He was like, so y'all had fun in Walmart? Y'all had fun at Denny's? Yes, he was, honey. Just like Jack Nicholson. That motherfucker, y'all, he followed me that whole damn night. And I did not know it. Okay? I had no clue that he followed me that whole night. I was ready to run. Y'all, when he told me that, I was like, bruh, are you crazy? He was like, I know everywhere you was. He was like, and I was just waiting for a motherfucker to be in your face because it was gonna pop. I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, my cousin, I was like, this motherfucker followed me all night. She was like, girl, he gonna kill you. I was like, yeah, bitch, he trying to kill me. He followed me that whole night. Y'all, I could not figure out how to get away from this dude. Yes! I hadn't even slept with him, y'all. I promise. I hadn't even slept with him. And he was crazy. He was so crazy. Because I told his thing was that he wanted to pick me up from prom and get a hotel room. But I was like, hell no. That's what he wants to do. But I was like, hell no. My granddaddy gonna kill me, you, and your mama and your daddy too. No, sir. So, so y'all, the next morning, I'm getting there. So the next morning, he called me and he was like, I'm sorry. I'm on my way to Mobile. So the lamb chop. Y'all, he was like, I'm on my way to Mobile to see you. So he came to see me. We said, I didn't take him in the house. We stayed out on the porch and we talked. My granddaddy asked me who he was. I told him who he was. I ain't tell him nothing else because I ain't want my granddaddy trying to hold no conversation with this fool. And we talked. And then he was like, well, you know, when they're in the Navy, they go out to sea for a long, long time. He was like, well, I know you don't graduate for like another month or so, but we got to go out to sea for 6 months. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. He was like, and when I get back, we're going to get married. I was like, okay. He was like, when I get back, we can go pick you out of the ring. We're going to get married. And then I want to take you to meet my mom and them. I said, okay. So I knew that I had to just put up with his ass for a little bit longer. Y'all, when that motherfucker went out to sea, I changed my cell phone number. I had already knew that I was going to North Carolina. Y'all, I went to North Carolina to my dad and my stepmama house. I changed my cell phone number. When that motherfucker got back to Pensacola, when they had came back from their little time at sea or whatever they was doing, I was long damn gone. My sister was like, this dude came back here looking for you, saying y'all was in a relationship. I was like, girl, for real. I was all the way in North goddamn Carolina, y'all. That's how I got rid of him. He was on my ass like stink on shit. After that, he was crazy. I don't know what was wrong with him. He was crazy. So, MySpace popped up. And it had been like a year and some months later, I got on MySpace. That motherfucker found me on MySpace. He was like, oh, when I came back, you was gone. You broke my heart. Where you at now? And at that time, I was back in Alabama. I didn't tell him. I was in and out of Alabama. Let's just say that. Because I was moving back and forth between Mobile, Georgia, going to school down in Gulf Shores. And wherever I was going on the weekend to study, that's where I would go. But he found me on MySpace. But at that time, when he found me on MySpace, they had already came back. He was all the way out in damn San Diego, California. So I knew he couldn't stalk me then. So, y'all, I was so scared. And all I kept thinking to myself is, why in the fuck did I skip school that day? Women, I didn't even care about the military benefits. Like, that wasn't my MO. I was just a young girl having fun. Y'all, you got to be careful. Y'all got to tell y'all children to be careful, especially when they like 17, 18, because he was waiting for me to turn 18 because he just knew he was going to get them cookies, honey, and make me his baby mama and get married. He wanted him a southern woman. That's what he said. And y'all, he found me on MySpace. And he was like, I'm so heartbroken. All this and all that. He was like, I'm in San Diego. You want to fly out here with me? I was like, no, sir. Finna fly to San Diego to see your crazy ass. So you can dump me off to San Diego pier? They got sharks in that water, I think, in California, honey. No, ma'am, no, sir. So then, you know, MySpace collapsed. He found me on Facebook. And y'all, when he found me on Facebook, I blocked his ass. Thank the good old God for the block on the Facebook. So I blocked him on Facebook. He found me like 4 years ago on Facebook. And was like, oh my God, You such a grown woman. I just want to talk to you. I'm in the Navy. I'm doing good. I got a little girl, but I'm not married. I was like, oh, congratulations. And I blocked his ass after that. Y'all, he was super crazy. I hope he ain't on this channel. He was super crazy, though. I mean, and that thing was fine, y'all. He used to smell so good, but he was crazy. He was so crazy. I don't care what nobody say. I told my cousin, she was like, girl, he got his stuff together. I was like, bitch, he gonna beat you. That motherfucker will beat you up. He looked like the type of boyfriend that'll beat you up, but I was young, so he wouldn't do nothing to me. Yes. I was so scared of him, y'all. I'm telling y'all, that day when I was walking with my little neighborhood boyfriend and that motherfucker hit that block and jumped out that car, y'all, I could have shitted on myself. I told him to just walk away. Bro, when he took me around my whole neighborhood, the back way by the graveyard, that let me know you got to be careful what you do because people be watching you. I didn't even know that on his off days, because Mobile and Pensacola is like a 45-minute drive. I didn't even know that on his off days he was watching me. He had told me one time how he saw me and my cousin get off the school bus. Him and his homeboy had drove over. They had got off early. And he saw me get off the school bus. And he was mad because my uniform skirt was short. And I was like, what? How you know what my skirt looked like? He's like, me and my homeboy was watching you. He was kind of stalkerish, y'all. Like, I wish to God that day I wouldn't have never, ever took my ass to Pensacola Beach. I had never, ever walked around Cordova Mall. That I gave him my little phone number to my Nokia. Y'all, that mug was crazy. He was so crazy, but I was young. And he was a stalker. Y'all, I never would have thought at that age that I would have had that kind of problem with a man. And I'm not going to lie. Y'all, that ain't the first. That was the first time a man ever stalked me. Yeah. Yes, thank God I'm married now. But y'all, I done had some stalking situations. Like, I've had to get restraining orders on like 3 different guys in my life. And I'm 33. All exes. Yes, I'm happily married. Y'all ain't gonna see my husband because he is in the military. But because of the sensitivity of his job, you guys won't see him on YouTube. But I'm very happily married. I think I can. What I be doing to these folks? When you like to know. Hold on, I think I can show y'all my wedding picture, but without his face and his rank. So this is my wedding picture, y'all. So I can't show y'all his picture. Well, you know, I'm a hot girl from down the bay, honey. What you think I be doing? Hi. I don't know. Like, I just... Thank you. It's just some people are like that, y'all. Some people are just real possessive. That's what I'll call it. I'll say some people are really possessive, and I just always end up with men who crazy for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I have always had crazy exes. I had what it is. Like, y'all, before I got married, I had several men to try to get me down the aisle. Not one, not two, not three, but four. And I just wasn't going for it, honey. I was not going for it. Because I just knew it wasn't right. I'm trying to find a picture of just me and myself on my wedding day. So here's my wedding dress. So, yes, y'all, she's married. And, so yeah, I just always had crazy exes. Like, I had an ex one time. He bust the windows out my car. Thank you. He bust the windows out my car. And he put something in my gas tank. And y'all, he just completely tore up my car. And then, like a week later, he transferred like $5,000 to my checking account to get the car fixed. After he tore it up. So this was a thing is gone wild. This is a picture of my wedding cake that I made. So I made my own wedding cake. Yes, he was a fool. He tore up my car and transferred the money to get it fixed. Because he definitely needed Jesus. But y'all, this guy was in Pascagoula. Yeah, I got my car fixed because he thought he was gonna get arrested. And that's why he got the car fixed. Because he thought I was going to have him arrested. But, thank you, honey. He thought he was going to get arrested. So that's why he got it fixed. And, over in Pascagoula, they have the Chevron plant. Well, he was like the chief financial executive of something over there. It was for a contracting company. Pascagoula, Mississippi. He was a contractor for a company that contracted for Chevron. And yeah, he was crazy. So this is Cameron when he was 2, y'all. He was so little. That's Cameron when he was 2. That's my sweet baby. But yeah, he tore my car up. And eventually, I had to get a restraining order. And then I was dating this guy in Fayetteville before I met my husband. And he was talking to another girl, and I found out. Yeah, that's my baby Cameron. He was talking to another girl, and I found out. And I was working at Kmart part-time because I was going to school. He is so cute. He ain't mean. He just look mean. Cameron's a sweetheart, y'all. Cameron has my personality. He real crazy. Like his auntie. My sister don't know what to do with him half of the time. So when he get to acting crazy, he called me. But, this guy broke up with me for some girl he was talking to behind my back. And I guess him and the girl broke up. So he wanted to get back together, and I didn't want to. This mug stalked me at my job. And I had to get a temporary restraining order because I couldn't prove that he was doing anything. Have a good night, honey. Yeah, it is almost midnight. But I couldn't prove that he was stalking me, so they gave me a temporary restraining order. And, in Fayetteville, North Carolina, that's all that's there is military and contractors and college kids. So he would sit outside my stepmom and my dad's house at the stop sign. And he would come in Kmart and walk around. And, yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, when I end a relationship, I'm not the type of person that comes back and forth with a relationship. So when I end a relationship, it be over. But I have had instances where I wanted the relationship over, and they didn't necessarily want the relationship over. And honey, we had problems. So after like that last time, whenever I would date somebody, I wouldn't cook for them. I wouldn't do nothing because I usually I think it's the food, for real though. It's the food and the attention. Some people don't know how to handle somebody who's very loving and affectionate and who try to take care of their basic needs like cooking or washing a load of clothes. So they get used to that and they think they can do whatever they want to do to you because you're so nice. And that's what I found a lot of times in previous relationships, because I am so nice and I am so homely and I don't mind doing a load of clothes and ironing or cooking or picking up something to eat, that the men I dated in my early days, they were boys. They couldn't appreciate it. And when I would try to get out of the relationship or when I would decide that I didn't want to be bothered with them no more, they would snap. And, you know, that's how I ended up with the stalkers. You know, I still have guys that I dated for 5 or 6 months that I didn't even sleep with that still be trying to get and sliding into my DMs on Instagram. Oh my God, I can't believe you got married. I was so in love with you. I was so young and dumb. I didn't understand. Like, I hear that line all the time. I was young. I didn't understand what a good woman was. You know, they are real crazy. They some real crazy fools. But y'all, you don't, I'm telling you, I've had some stalkers. Like, that fucker towed my car up. I came home one time and he was in my house. Like a couple weeks after I got my car fixed, I had two doors to my apartment. One was on the front side and one was on the back. And it was on the pool. The front door faced the pool. And I came in through the back door. He came in. He kind of got in. I think he opened the window or something. And he was sitting on my sofa. Yes. He was sitting on my sofa in my house. And the apartments I lived in, Mobile has a Coast Guard base. And it was a lot of Coast Guard people who lived around there. So when I walked in the house, y'all, he was sitting on the damn sofa. I walked right past his ass like he was a piece of furniture. I went upstairs. I took a shower. I went to get my gun. The gun that I had in the nightstand. And he had to move the goddamn gun out the nightstand. He knew I kept a gun in my nightstand. Some people, you know, y'all, I was sexy. I could get a man. Me getting a man has never been a problem. Me getting rid of their ass has always been a problem. But, y'all, he had to move the gun. And I guess he knew that if I was going upstairs to get it. He knew we had been together for a long, long time. And, y'all, we got in a fight on the stairs when I was coming back down. Because I was like, I'm finna just leave. His ass can stay up in here. I'm not calling the police. I'm not doing none of that. Because every time I call the police, they'll never do nothing. Every time I would go to the police or do anything, they wouldn't do nothing. So, eventually he left me alone when I left Mobile. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I have had some crazy. I don't know why I crack crazy. I attract some of the craziest men. I don't know why. They seem so normal. They all like. So I'm attracted to very intelligent men. First of all, I'm attracted to very intelligent men, and sometimes men who are very intelligent and meticulous and neat. They tend to have OCD issues and other types of issues. I'm just telling y'all. So that's probably why. You know, because they like to be in control of things. So I had to change the way I dated because I kept getting crazy men. They be smart, attractive, nice at first, but You know, you can't tell me what to do. I am not the type of woman you can tell what to do. You can suggest it and maybe I'll listen. But I'm like Jill Scott. You can't tell me what to do unless you can tell me what to do. And even then, you can't tell my ass what to do. So, I guess that's what it is. Sometimes you can't be nice to everybody. That's why I always tell young women, you can't be nice to everybody. You can be respectful, but it's always warning signs with men when they're crazy. And sometimes when you're young, you choose to look this other way. But honey, you can't do that. Oh yeah, within time. These type of guys that I dated, you would never even expect that type of behavior for them. Because you be like, you know how people be like, I only fuck with people that got something to lose? Well, these motherfuckers had stuff to lose. And they were still crazy. Accountant. One was a lawyer. The one who was in the Navy was he did the sonar thing, you know, and he was getting ready to switch over to become an officer. And then the guy in North Carolina, he was an officer, and he was working on his damn doctorates, but they be crazy. So it's I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, I'm just happy that my husband ain't crazy, you know, because if he was, we would not be married. But yeah, some people are just fucking crazy. And I think that these men will be crazy with any woman. But then they always tell me, you make me crazy. And how did I make you crazy? I always hear that. You made me this way. I was just nice to you, dumbass. And then you wanted to play with my emotions because I was nice. You thought I was dumb because I was from the South. Try to take advantage of me and you got your feelings hurt. But yeah. I have met some crazy people in my life, y'all. And not to mention, I'm crazy myself. Because I've had a few men that I didn't stalk. I didn't stalk, like, seriously, one guy. I stalked him. But that was to teach him a lesson, though. And the reason I did that to him is because he was married. And he did not tell me he was married, y'all. He didn't tell me he was married. I would never talk to a married man. He didn't tell me he was married. We had been hanging out, doing our thing. This motherfucker had a whole apartment. Listen to what I'm saying. He had a whole apartment. And he was married. And he had a house with his wife and his children. I didn't even know that he was married. So, when I found out he was married, he wanted to end the relationship. And I was like, you can't just let me find out you married and have a whole life and just think that you ain't going to explain your shit to me. Or tell me why you put me in the middle of a relationship and you knew you had a wife. Like, you didn't even give me the option if I wanted to be with you. Because I think he knew deep down inside that if I knew he was married, I wouldn't have talked to him. And that's just the truth. If I would have knew his sorry sack of shit ass was married, he wouldn't even got an island for my ass, okay? But since he didn't want to be 100 with me, I made his life a living hell for about a month. He couldn't call the police. He couldn't do nothing to me because his wife would have found out. So I fucked with him. One day, I called him, and he was like, why you calling me? You know I'm at home. And I was like, so this your address? Like, y'all, I had found his address, and I had said, so you gonna talk to me or you want me to knock on your door? He was like, you don't know where I live. I was like, this your address, this car in the yard, and your kids was just outside playing. Now, I know I shouldn't have did that, but I just wanted to show him, like, don't play with people like that. Because I don't know what his wife could have did to me, you know, if she had found out who I was. Because I didn't even know his ass was married. So he got real scared when I did that. So I told him, I said, you're going to meet with me, you're going to sit down, and you're going to talk to me, and you're going to explain to me why you felt the need to drag me into a whole relationship and you married. And that's my stalker story. And that's why I stalked him. And he did. He sat down and he talked to me. And I told him how he was wrong. Because he had a whole apartment that was furnished on the other side of town. Yes, he did. And I had a toothbrush and clothes there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just too much. So, yeah, I did torture him a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if he ever cheated on his wife again, but if I was him and I had that type of situation, I would never cheat again. But, yeah, I did that to prove a point. Don't drag people into your shit. If you want to be with your wife, then be with your wife or divorce her. But all the other times, they have stalked me. And I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Because when I'm done with a relationship, y'all, I'm done. I'm done. And I think that's the most times. Most people, they get in and out of a relationship with the same person over and over again. They get in and out. I don't do that. Once it's over, it's over. And some people can't handle that. I need another chance. I made a mistake. I don't believe that. But yeah. I'm going to tell my kids never to skip school. Especially my daughters when I have some. Because they'll end up with a crazy motherfucker like I did. Y'all, that dude was so crazy. That was the beginning of the craziness with men. Right there. I'm trying to tell you. That was the beginning of the craziness. I hope he don't be on my YouTube page. That's probably thumbing down my damn video. I'm just playing, but yeah, y'all. My early 20s. I could tell y'all some stuff that'll have y'all on the floor because it was a hot mess. It was ridiculous. It didn't make no sense. I'm glad that people weren't recording shit and putting it on the internet like they was in my early 20s. Because y'all, I would be messed up. I would. I would. I really would. But y'all, I'm gonna get off here because I need to get my room straightened out, my makeup room, and then I need to try and finish this makeup video. Editing a makeup video is a lot harder than editing the cooking video. Because one, I don't do them a lot, so I'm playing around with the transitions and stuff. So, whew, work with me. Hell, me too. I'm glad I got a good one too. Cause ain't nobody got time for that, honey. Ain't nobody got time for the craziness. People are crazy out here. And I done met a whole lot of crazy people. I don't know what it is. Men are crazy. Some men are crazy. Some women are crazy. But y'all, it don't matter if they black. It don't matter if they white. It don't matter if they Hispanic. It don't matter if they Portuguese. It don't matter if they from Bosnia. It don't matter if they from Florida. It don't matter if they from New York. It don't matter if they from California or fucking Wisconsin. They all crazy, honey. Tall, fat, short, skinny. It's some crazy people out here in this world. And I have met my share of crazies. But I never allowed what happened in previous relationships to spill over into my new relationships. I never do, because once I'm out, I'm out. There's no coming back. Yeah, they quick to call us crazy. You know, my granddad used to always tell me, if you don't want to keep a man, don't love him too good. And I think that was my problem when I get into a relationship before I got married. And even now, I give my husband as much as me as I can. I would give people too much of my time, of my energy, too much of my love, too much of my affection. And I think some people ain't used to being treated that good. And then when people are young, they don't know how to handle that type of compassion and that type of love and understanding. Especially if you grew up in a house with the type of mama who just really didn't give a shit or wasn't there or wasn't affectionate. And you have a lot of men who grow up in homes with mothers who aren't affectionate. Or they just have messed up relationships with their mom, and that shit spill over into their relationships on how they treat women. And until they can mature and get to a certain point in their life to where they see it's wrong, they're going to continue to do it. And I think a lot of the times that's what the issue is. And it don't matter their race, their age, education level. If a man has mommy issues, or his mama is crazy, or she's neglected him, and he hasn't had one female in his family to show him loving and compassion and what real love from a woman feels like, he's gonna be fucking crazy. It don't matter how much money. You know, the one guy in my house on the sofa, family had plenty of money. Old dirty money. Good money. Yeah, and that's what happens. He was fine. The only woman he ever felt close to, whoever treated him right, was his nanny. He had a nanny growing up until he was in college. And then she retired. But she had raised him, basically taking care of him and his siblings. He didn't, and that's all he knew. And that I think that also led to his attraction to black women, because he was with his caretaker and her family. And that was an issue for his family sometimes too. So he grew up with a black woman caring for him. And he was very aggressive towards women of his own race. And I think it had something to do with his mother. He was very needy. And I think he would do stuff to try to see like how much you love me type shit. And I wasn't down for that. Like, I am not your mom. I'm not finna do that. And that's what made the relationship go wrong. And then that's when he turned crazy. You know, because I think that was the first time he had ever felt like love from somebody other than the person who raised and took care of him, from a woman. And he was testing the waters, but he kept testing the pot. He kept stirring the pot, and I had to bounce. And I think that's what made him snap. Just a little. So you have to be careful with stuff like that, because some people don't know how to receive love. And yeah, he was crazy. Now that first dude I was telling y'all about, I don't even know what happened to him in his head when we was together. In mine's, we were not. But yeah, some people are like that. You have to be careful. I always tell people, watch how you treat your boys, because they're gonna have to grow up and marry somebody, or they're gonna come across women they're gonna mistreat because of how you treated them. And the same go for girls. You know. But yeah, no. Well, yeah, kinda. But you know how them down the way girls, they'll get you hooked and then drop you. Let me stop. But yeah, let me go and straighten up my powder room and get my stuff set for tomorrow. Y'all, do y'all want to see banana muffins tomorrow or banana nut bread? Y'all tell me what y'all want to see for Wednesday. It's either going to be banana muffins or banana nut bread. Y'all not going to answer my question? Y'all want banana muffins or banana nut bread? Muffins? Okay. It's basically the same thing. I got one for muffin, one. Can't type. I need a tiebreaker. That's 2 for bread, 1 for muffin. It's basically the same thing. There's one. The difference with the muffin is that you use yogurt. That's the difference. Okay, y'all. Well, y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. If y'all want another live cooking show, the healthy version, cause y'all know ain't no big crazy meals coming during the week. But if y'all want a healthy live cooking show, then let me know. It's usually like stir fry vegetables or something, or like protein, 2 veggies, a complex carb during the week. I'm gonna do the smoothie video too this week, and then we gotta do our 2 ethnic videos this month. Yeah, cause we missed one last month, so that's still on the board. And I think that's about it, y'all. So y'all have a good night. I'll be back on Wednesday. Okay, so she said bread. Okay, so we're gonna do bread. Y'all, I love teaching food. Good night. So we're gonna do bread. I'm gonna do banana nut bread. I'll pull the pan out tonight. And it'll be up on Wednesday. I love y'all. Have a good night. I enjoy talking to y'all. We got 10 thumbs up. I'm so excited. Good night, everybody. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Good night. Y'all, I'm really loving this new ring light.